Hi, today I'm going to talk about chapters 6 and 7, which is the cost justification in HR administration. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the HRIS functionality that is evolving in the industrial needs that are seen today. So some of the functions that HRIS systems are known for are recruiting, compensation, job analysis, and benefits. And this very much varies with different organizational sizes, and this is because it's based on organization needs. Some might just need some benefits, and some might need the entire HRIS system implemented. One of the needs that are seen in the industry right now is they want cloud-based. So this can save more information, and it has more security on it. So there's two different routes that you can go down when deciding if you need a new one is, do I need a new HRIS system, or are there needs in other departments like finance, IT that could be implemented, that could be less expensive, that we can improve in productivity? Implementing an HRIS system is a huge investment and a lot of costly failures. This happens with dissatisfaction of the employees or management and budget overrun. Justification strategies for the HRIS investments. So HRIS systems need to be cost justified, and this is because of risk avoidance or company enhancement. So risk avoidance is when investments that are believed to eliminate or mitigate significant risks in the future. So this could be measuring diversity, updating compliance with OSHA or different labor laws to prevent any type of loss. Organizational enhancement strategies are how effectiveness of the firm is improved due to the HRIS system. So this can be reduction in cost, which is one of the main reasons, because the increase in revenue are called the no sense of urgency, and this is because a lot of companies don't want to take the risk of investing for something that's absolutely not needed. HRIS implementation is 50% lower cost in transactional activities, online recruitment, and many other operations. And so this kind of brings up the question, what's next for HRIS systems, and what are they going to offer, and how do we justify that? So a way that we could justify it is through a benefits cost analysis, or a BCA. And this is where you will measure the change of the projected benefits and costs, and you compare them to see if it's kind of worth the risk and worth the cost for what you're getting in return. So cost is the cash layout for any part of the initial purchase, implementation, or maintenance. So this could be anything from when you buy it, from maintenance that's going on, any type of upgrades you need. And the benefits is any financial gain resulting from the investment. The first thing that's considered during the BCA is measuring the current ratio, what kind of benefits you have now and what the cost is. Measuring the new one that you're looking at is the next step, so kind of the new things you're going to implement, and then close the gap. You want to make sure that the new HRIS implementation, you're using it to the fullest ability. And then it is also very important to keep in mind the IT, finance, and HR departments do work together, and this is so IT can focus on things like bandwidth of what the IRS system can handle. Finance can focus on different discounts, return on investment, payback periods, anything like that that could be an advantage. And HR, who has all the access to the information, it's important they all work together for the best system possible. And the most important three pieces of information are source, benefits, and cost, estimated dollar value for each benefit and cost, in time when the organization will receive benefit and encourage cost. So this can be something that could become monthly. This could be something that can be added on as employees are added on. Cost justification guidelines. So this is when the HR department and the IT representatives come together for the most brain power for picking a suitable system. The first thing to focus on is the use of the BCA to determine company effectiveness. So this is their needs, mistakes, anything like that. Be honest with yourself. There can be different biases, especially when there's that term, we've done it this way before, or this is the way we've always done it. So this can be a bad thing to say because you need to look at the future and look at what you actually are dealing with at the moment. Focus on key functionality other than specific hardware and software. Focus on the organizational needs, not what the system offers, because you have to focus on what is actually needed to save as much costs. Examine the benefits before you examine the costs, and this is the way to have the most successful analysis and the way to focus on needs and not just the cost. Know your business. Find out the different objectives for both different departments and see where the inefficiency lies. And then develop the best estimate possible and distinguish between the analysis and the packaging of that analysis for decision makers. Some quick definitions. Direct benefits, which are very likely to occur and can be estimated. Indirect benefits, less likely to happen and cannot be estimated effectively. Then there's the cost. Direct cost is initial purchases, any types of support, maintenance, or upgrades that would be unseen. And then indirect cost, it cannot be known or measured, and this is where a lot of the failures occur. Identifying sources of benefits and costs. One of the biggest reasons for failures is because companies do not recognize where and when these costs are coming from. So there are direct and indirect. So some of the hard benefits are new revenue and cost reduction. This could be canceled vendor contracts, and then the indirect could be improvement on potential ideas, better decision making, potential costs, saved staff time. This is something that could be seen later in the implementation, maybe years later. Cost, new implementation does have an initial cost, and then out-of-pocket cash. So this could be software, service agreements, and then indirect costs, which could be IT support and different maintenance needs. Different approaches to estimating benefit magnitude. So you could have that direct estimate, which is the gut feeling, what you see, if you think it is known for being a little bit more expensive. Benchmarking, use data from other firms and prior HRIS systems. So this could be another company that's in your industry that is similar size that you could use reviews and kind of see where their failures were and where you need to pay more attention to. Internal assessment, cost-based on internal functions, and then mix and match using a combination of all these approaches could help you find the right fit for your company. Theory in HR administration, the source-based view. It's kind of seen as the different types of capital, physical, human, and organizational, as seen as bundles of information, and it creates opportunity in the future. So that's kind of where the strengths lie. Sustainable competitive advantage. So your resources must be valuable, hard to imitate, rare, and invulnerable. And this could be through technology, systems, knowledge, or any type of ideas that you might have, and this will help you sustain that competitive advantage in the marketplace as well. Strategic choices, so this could be benchmarking, following the advice and ideas from the other companies like I said before, and following trends. Transaction cost theory could be choosing to purchase goods and services that you originally had produced another way to save money. So for example, General Motors stopped making certain car parts in their manufacturing building because they would buy them from different companies and it actually saved them a lot of money. So self-service portals in HRIS. So there's employee self-service, which is where the employees get to log on and get to any type of resources, whether that's benefits, policies, or anything they might know that otherwise they'd be reaching out to like HR professionals for, and it could save a lot of money and time. The direct benefits, the benefit services, developing and training classes, everything like that, like earning those little badges, things like that are really important. And then there's manager self-service, which is really important for managers to kind of see job acquisitions, resumes, and salaries, where they can kind of look at their company and see for promotions and everything like that. There are some disadvantages like violations of labor laws, identity theft, and security breaches because there's so many people who have access to that information. Shared service centers in HRIS. So this can include centralizing or decentralizing processes, economies of scale to reduce costs. So this could be good for companies that are trying to lower their payment when it comes to their HRIS system. And then principles to embrace is the global good, identify your leaders, support transparency, conduct initial land ongoing customers, and focus on viewing the SCC's processes in the context of overall business functions. So this is really great in industries like service and manufacturing. Outsourcing. So this would be contracting with third-party vendors. Why do people outsource? Some people outsource for discrete, multiprocessing, or total HRO. So discrete is niche. Discrete, multi-purpose platforms. It's something that would be for like very smaller, particular organizations that are just looking for benefits, for payroll, not a whole system put together because it might be something they're not able to afford. Multi-processing is multiple processes, so this could be whether they do payroll through a certain system and also benefits. It's kind of like mix and match in what's really right for their company. And then total is when they have the entire thing outsourced from a third-party venue. This could be Workday, this could be ADP, everything like that. Advantages: financial and strategical advantages, and it helps redirect costs, focus on the core business. Disadvantages is backsourcing, so bringing back the function into the company when it doesn't work out, and that's a lot of money and a lot of resources. And the succession rate is very low due to the investment, and it could question if the company is even going to survive. Offshoring is the expansion of HR, outsourcing that includes sending work to the outside the US for vendors located in different countries. So a lot of different types is like IT, computer programming, customer call centers, and HR functions. This is because they're readily available necessary employee knowledge, skills, and abilities, especially language barriers. Governmental regulations and legal requirements such as wage laws. So there's a lot of different things that go into this. There could be cultural differences, political stability of another country. So there is a large risk that comes with this as well. Thank you.